So we've come down to the mat, and now we're just going to run through a few movements. So the first movement that we do is the classic roll up. So you go all the way down, and we do it at a really brisk pace. So you really want to keep this nice and fluid, and we would do that 10 times. And once we've done our roll-ups, we would come down to the mat, we'd come into the relaxation position, we'd take the hands behind the head, and we'd start with the curl up. So we would curl up, but then we would take the hands to the side of the thighs, walk yourself up so you're pulling yourself up a little bit higher, and then come down. So you curl up, you take the right hand, the left hand, walk up, hold yourself there, and then come down, and we would do that 10 times. We would then take that into an oblique curl up. So from here you would raise the left leg in this instance in a single knee fold. You would come up, you would rotate over to the leg, and then again you'll take the hands to pull yourself up further so you get more of an intense movement. Take the hands back to centre, and then down. And then we would just do that on the other side. So you're taking the opposite hand, then the same arm, pull, take the hand back, take the head back, and come down. And again, we would do these for 10. Now, not 10 each side, just 10. So you start getting to realise that most of the movements we do are in a sequence of 10. So then you stretch the legs out, keeping the hands behind the head. You just nod the chin toward the chest, and then as you curl up, you raise the right leg and bring the leg down. Raise the left leg. So you're curling up with alternate leg lift, and again 10 of these. So then after we've done 10 alternate leg lift, you would just bring yourself up to seated. Okay, and then we're going to do a roll like a ball rollover. So I like to do a couple of rolling like a ball first, just to warm up the spine. So you've got the feet flexed, the ankles flexed, your hands are on the shins. You're going to make that beautiful C curve that we've spoken about before. You're going to hold, roll back, and come up. So we're doing rolling like a ball, as you can see. After a while they get a little bit more fluid, and then when you've done 5 of those, bring yourself to the edge of the mat and take it into a roll like a ball roll over. So you lift up, but then you push, roll over, stay there for a count of 5, and then roll back into a ball. So it's a roll over, 5, and roll back. And again, we do 5 of those. So from here, we would then come into our sideline position. So start with the kneeling. We'll take the arms out into a T. Take the leg out to the side. And then we're going to go down and bring that leg up, but keep the arms straight. We start with the leg down, we lengthen the leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we would do that for 10. And then we anchor the foot to the floor, and we bring that knee up to the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we would do that for 10. Then you would come over into a tall plank and do 10 mountain climbers. Drop down into child pose just to stretch. Then come up and repeat on the other side. So you're going down, you're starting with the leg on the floor, you're lengthening lift, 10 of those, and then anchor the foot, lifting the knee, 10 of those, over into a tall plank, mountain climbers, and then stretch out, come back into a plank, and slowly come down to the floor to do some prone work. So the prone we're going to do is flutter kicks with arm lift. So you lengthen the head, lift the arms, lift the legs. Start fluttering the legs and then you bring the arms in, lifting them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We would do that 10 times. Then we would have a rest and then we would repeat that movement. Finally, coming back into child pose to stretch out. A transitional move here is crossing the ankles over to come into the crab position. So we've now got the feet on the floor so we can come back down onto the mat into relaxation. And then from here, we would do some of our gluteal work, some of our hamstring and leg work. So we would spine curl up just to release the spine and spine curl down. We'll do that a couple of times just to get the spine warm. And then we take it into a more intense movement by taking the heels off the floor and taking the arms off the floor. So this reduces the surface area that we've got to balance on. And then you're going to spine curl up, hold it here, and then we're going to take it into a bridge-like movement. So pop and then squeeze, pop and then squeeze. So you're tapping the floor with your bottom, squeezing the bottom to open those hips to bring those legs up. And that will really engage your hamstrings and your glutes. Then you're going to keep it up there, take the arms overhead and then just spine curl down, keeping the heels off the floor until the final moment and coming back down. And then we might take it into a more intense movement to work the adductors. Again, arms off the floor to reduce surface movement. You squeeze the soles of the feet together and you start in an up position. So you're squeezing those hips, squeezing those butts. And then from here, we're just literally going to, same movement, up, down. But keep squeezing the soles of the feet together. That will really intensify the feeling in your adductors. And again, do that for 10 times. And then to take it into another movement to work the posterior chain, we would spine curl up, take the leg, and we would maybe do toe taps, 10 on each side, changing sides. And then finally, just spine curling down, taking the arms overhead and coming up to seated. I always include a sideline sequence